This is a quick tutorial on how to create an animation using the SiLAS platform. When you've got your social narratives written or you're ready to record an animation with your students, you can hit create options. It's going to launch you into the tab that shows you the 4 different options of creating an animation. The first option is create now, which allows you to create a movie right here, right now on the computer you're working on. Sending a link is where you would actually send it to students. You can either do it by selecting the students and assigning it to them, or you can just copy the link and then that will then get pasted into a Google Classroom or any website, any web page, anything that a student has access to click on. It will load the screen to make an animation on. Virtual Room is really for our virtual schools. That allows different computers to link. The other 2 options here, everyone is working on a single computer. So 2 students on one computer, or 1 student and a practitioner on one computer. There's a max of 2 students unless you're using video game controllers. That would allow you to have up to 4. And if that is something you are interested in, please contact us at info@silassolutions.com. The app code is for anything using an iPad. So if you click on that, that'll give you the code that you would put in once you launch your app on the iPad. Getting started though, we're going to use Create Now. We're going to click on it and the movie is going to load. Now I'm using a keyboard. So one side of the keyboard is going to give me Sasha's character here. The other side is going to give me the SiLAS character. All the characters are rotating. They're available in both the first and second player here. So it says press A or D to scroll. So if I press D, it's going to scroll through all the character selections. You notice SiLAS is here as well as in second player. So if I want to be Mrs. Lopez, I'm going to hit R. And I have 2 microphones on my computer. Typically, any other computer would have one, like a Chromebook, and any other computer that would have one. You just want to make sure you're using the internal microphone. This allows the mouth to be a little less sensitive. So typically on a Google Chromebook, you do not have to touch it unless the microphone is, raised all the way up. But right here is pretty good for her. So when I'm speaking, my internal microphone is reflecting that her mouth is now moving. I can assign her to wear a mask, or I could put her in a wheelchair. I'm going to hit ready. Now to select my second character, it tells me down here, J or L to scroll. So I'm going to hit L. I'm going to be Donnie. So it says press Y to select. And if I wanted to deselect because I wanted a different character, I could hit Y again. But I'm going to hit Y. And now I'm going to make sure that my mic is set. Again, you're not going to have to do that if you have a single internal microphone on your computer. Hello, how are you? And you notice now he's speaking. So I can have him wear a mask, put him in a wheelchair. I'm going to hit ready. And as long as you've hit let's go, you're going to be able to hit continue. If you have a script, you can paste it in here. If you don't have a script or if it's handwritten, you don't need that. You can just put it on the desk and have the students read it. Or you can verbally prompt them. You're going to select your background. Now I'm going to hit create. The characters will walk around the virtual environment. So, and it gives you little prompts down here. So the prompts for Avatar 2 are I, J, K, and L. So when I hit I, J, K, and L, that makes him move. If I press the period button, he's going to get sad. He's going to cry. He's going to be angry. Physically mopes around when he's angry. I can make him happy again by raising his mood by pressing M. M. And Ms. Lopez over here is able to move as well. To make her talk, I press the V button. To make Donnie talk, I press the N button. So they both speak when you initiate them to speak. So V makes Mrs. Lopez talk, N makes Donnie talk. Mrs. Lopez's emotions raise with or lower with Z, and they raise with C. That is the same functions on any keyboard that you're going to use SiLAS with, whether it's a desktop or Chromebook or any other device you're using that has a keyboard. And when you're ready, you're just going to record. Hello, Donnie. How are you? I'm good, Mrs. Lopez. Thank you. So I just stopped the movie. You can record typically anywhere between 30 seconds and 1 minute. That's an average movie size for most students. You can record up to 3 minutes, but when you're ready, you can watch it. Hello, Donnie. How are you? You can save it. So you would title it. If you want, you can redo it. If I hit redo, it's going to bring me exactly back to this scene where I have both characters in this setting. If I want, I can go back and just grab a new background. I can go back if I have another group of students and grab new avatars. And when I'm ready, I can go and just leave by hitting dashboard. Okay, now my movie has been saved in Movie Library. This is the movie I just made. Please let us know if you have any questions. info@silassolutions.com.